morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We're in our Christmas journal. Let's get into this thing, unwrap it, and get going.
Gonna try to do a flip through. Hold on, coffee. Of what we have so far. The first, I'm not gonna say who's who because I can't remember half of them, but my favorites. I did a little thing about Bella here, our granddaughter, and my bucket list. I remember that one. Santa's slap, dessert, which I made my own baking paper, which I think I'm going to use today. I'll try to. Letter to Santa from Bella, what we did this weekend, and a pocket letter. The dog, another tiny picture of her washi tape trees, and more trees. Oh, I like this one. This one I did horizontal, and it's stealthy. There's my stuff under there. That's the kids sticker book that I've been using that I love. Oh, here's the other side of it. I hope I'm in frame. I'm trying to be. I did, because I saw My Life Mitts do this, and how she had stuff in little windows, tags and things. At this point, I was really struggling with how this was all looking, and I didn't think it was classy like everybody else's, but it's mine, so it's gonna go. The little Christmas flag that Bella sewed with me, Christmas cards, another little My Life Mitts inspiration, my own paper that I made that's like Ali Edwards, Fiddle Dee Dee turned into Fa La La, and if you live in the South, Fiddle Dee Dee is quite prevalent. One of the days Ali had a cut section in her page, so I did that too. And this one was tucked under here. Some of the journaling I haven't done yet. This was the weekend we were at the beach, so I kind of incorporated the beach in all of this. Drinks, watercolor that I did, another journal card that I did like Ali Edwards, and this I talked about. This was something about home. I talked about the California fires because I'm from California. I live in South Carolina now, but I grew up right across the Golden Gate Bridge, and even though this is an LA fire, it's still California, which breaks my heart. Now it's still going on. This was a week ago today, and it's twice as big, only 35% contained, I think. 2 people have been killed, including a fireman, as of yesterday morning. It's just so sad. Another horizontal, because I was trying to mix it up a little bit. And this, I haven't shown this, but I had a blank page on this day because I did everything in here. I think this was last Monday's, but Ali Edwards had this string of hearts, so I did scraps and a string of hearts and just stapled it to this page because I like the reindeers poking through. This is my Pear Tea stickers insert, and I love this. And pictures of Happy Mail and reindeer. This is the reindeer that's on the cover in sticker form, and a quilt that I am working on. I focused on letters, text here, and washi tape page was for my best viewer ever, Kirty, because she's been with me for almost 2 years, I think, through thick and thin. And this was my birthday, so I kind of incorporated the prompts, but then made a splash because this day I splashed into the world, and I made another splash to make mistletoe. This was, and then I did an all watercolor page. I think this was Fridays or Saturdays. This was Blizzard, so I kind of did a faint background of a house in a whiteout. This was our granddaughter's page from Saturday, and her favorite song is Jingle Bells, and she wrote that. And then my side was reflecting songs and music and ice skating that we did that day. Here's the tag from the ice skating rink. This is a little Pear Tea stickers on ice skates and another sticker and a die cut that has to be 20 years old of carolers. And I tried to put music paper on here. This was also the day that Bella locked her cat in the refrigerator because she was mad at it. And this was yesterday's for us. And Allie Edwards, I kind of focus on Allie Edwards because she did Star Wars and they did it in a tag form. So we printed our stuff with a children's art app and then printed it even though it was running out of ink. That's why the colors are off, but that's okay. And this was my side, and then I just let her do the rest of the prompts. All I want for Christmas is a puppy, which I don't think she's getting. This is her Christmas angel and a sled, and she said we went to the skating rink. I let her do it in her own spelling, which is not right, but precious, and will be more precious as she gets older to humiliate her with. Not that I would do that, but it would be fun. So today is hot chocolate, favorite holiday recipe, and snowman. I don't have Allie Edwards because I do these a day behind, and she's on the West Coast, I'm on the East Coast, so I have to wait for her to get up. And I used this Flow coloring book today and traced I did some cooking pots and some hot chocolate pots. Somehow those are going to go in my spread today. And now I'm going to fast forward because I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
So what am I going to do? That's the big question. Let's clean off what was left over here from yesterday first. We picked that big old pile up. And I had the snowman sitting out here, and I thought, well, today is snowman, so let's go with that paper, which I love that paper. It was a single sheet that I've picked up somewhere along the line, probably in Charlotte years ago at a scrapbook convention thing. And I keep forgetting to put the numbers on my pages, so I brought my numbers back out, and I'm going through my bag of goodies that does not seem to, it must be like, what is that movie with the TARDIS? It's not getting any smaller. I use it, but it's not getting any emptier. So they're producing stuff behind my back in that bag still, I think. So I go through it and I was like, okay, use all these tiny bits. Use all these tiny bits, lady. I pulled out a few tiny bits. Not enough, but I love that tree that I made. I copied that off of a coloring book and then colored it with colored pencils and markers and paint. And holiday cheer seems like it would fit today. And pumpkin pie from Thanksgiving is still my favorite food. So we're thinking about that and snowmen and hot chocolate and how I can work this all. And as I'm going through this stack of paper, I come to the realization that I think today I'm going to just mix everything up. They're not going to have their defined spaces like Artsy Advent goes here and Cafe Analog goes here. No, I'm going to mix them all together. And that's what I do. I chose to do 4 prompts just because I'm crazy and I thought that would be fun. And I can't not do them all in my head and in my heart, but in reality, it's tough some days. So today was one of the reasons why I decided to mix it up. And I did cut this out. This is on that Hobonichi-like paper. And that's another reason why I decided to mix it up today. I wanted to, some days I run out of ideas, even though I have a prompt every day, and Allie Edwards video every day, and Artsy Advent's video every day. I still run out of ideas of placement. And so we are going to mix it up. And I have pretty colored paper that had a kind of a holly border and an all over themed paper that had a lot of words, and some of them included cooking things. So I thought, okay, that will lend itself to today. And I'm duplicating the size of the little snowman that I cut out and going to put pumpkin pie from Pear Tea Stickers because that's my favorite recipe, holiday recipe. I love pumpkin pie, and I only eat it in the fall, winter, and I don't eat it any other time of year. I don't know why I put that Christmas tree on here, except for the fact that I don't not want to use it. And here I'm trying to go back and do my numbers that I keep forgetting to do, but I think I got them all out of order. Not out of order, but I think I'm ahead. So I stopped. And you'll see I think I put 2 on yesterday's or 2 on today's. And then I go back and check my lists. I'm like, no, I think I'm right. Whatever. So I do want to use that Christmas tree, and I was afraid I was going to just let it go by and not get used. So I decided to just blend it in today. My colors today, I got to take a casserole out of the oven. My colors today are more pine greens and sap greens, and that lime green of the Christmas tree doesn't exactly fit, but to me, by the time I'm through, I think it does. And then I used another sticker from Daphne's Diary. That was a little gingerbread man cookie. So I think I'm going to commit these to the paper and glue them down, and I'll take out my casserole and be right back. Okay, casserole's out of the oven. We're having a Christmas dinner with our art group today at lunchtime. So, yes, I commit this all to paper, and I still don't have Allie's prompt, but I have snowman, I have favorite recipe, I am doing hot chocolate right now, which came from the images out of the Flow coloring book, which I think I got that this past summer, and I haven't used it nearly enough. So I am going to make my own little hot chocolate set here, Christmas hot chocolate set, and I did trace these images, but they were very, very generic and very, very easy, and I made a little bit of hot chocolate there with some whipped cream melting in it, the center. And I dug through my little bag of tricks again and found a Pear Tea sticker Santa that I put on the front of my hot chocolate mug. And, excuse me. So I tried to make one fit on there, but it was a little too big. So I ended up taking him off. Nope, that was on the teapot or the hot water pot for the chocolate. I only know how to make chocolate with a pre-done packet. I don't know how to do it with milk, so mine is just hot water teapot. And I like how these turned out. These were cute. And now when I do cut them out, I'm going to, I think I post back them on a little piece of paper too, the same size as the snowman. So everything is kind of, so far, fitting into those little tiny squares, but I'm mixing them all together. And there's no rhyme or reason why I can't mix any of the other ones together also, but it just seemed to work perfectly today for some reason. This is when I'm trying to get the right size Santa for my teapot, my hot water pot for my hot chocolate packet. So yes, let's clear all these pencils off and find room for my hot chocolate. Did I put them down by themselves or did I put them on backing? I can't remember now. Seems like, oh, maybe I didn't, but I did put them together. But my little hot chocolate tea set is cute. Thank you, Flow magazine. I guess I just did put them right there. I was thinking I put them on little squares, but now that I see that coffee mug wouldn't fit anyhow. So, I still don't have Allie, so I'm going to commit these to gluing in, and the same problem that I always have. Because I don't skip around, I'm starting to get a curved spine. And I have said this before, that's just the way it is in my world. A curvature of the spine is just part of life. So here, Allie's is working now. She's posted hers, and she's talking about festive. And they had 2 birthdays in her family, and the festive things. And I just picked up on that word festive over and over. So I stamped festive with Amy Tangerine. Thank you, Amy Tangerine. Love this font, love this font, love this font. It pops up everywhere. I purposely did them uneven, and I am going to, she did some cards that she put in a pocket. I don't have room for that now that I have everything on one page. It kind of all mixed together. But she did a lot of talking about the tabs she put on these pictures that are her, in quotes, cards in her pocket. So I made a tab and I just wrote joy and tore my edges, and I am putting that on the side of the page and gonna go with that. And all in all, I like how this worked. I think I was able to incorporate everything together and not have defined spaces. Left, bottom right corner is Artsy Advent today, which is what I have been doing. and rotating them around a little bit, but I mixed them all up today, and I like how that looks. That might happen again. So thanks for watching. This is where you can find me on Instagram. These are the prompts I'm working with, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks.